Yo, we back with another edition of the best podcast you never heard of. This is the Conceited Nobody, episode 205. We are definitely in the house. You already know I am. This is Latoris, a.k.a. Dark Skin Thanos, a.k.a. Heartthrob Harrison, a.k.a. Fan of Facts, a.k.a. I tell motherfuckers, man, I'll be Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods. However it is, I'm going to win. We're about to have a fantastic show.
Any means necessary.
Any means. Well, we got some stuff to talk about, man. First off, more things change, more things remain the same. I am here.
Yes, sir. It's your boy, Jason Ritchie, a.k.a. Go Jason a.k.a. Vanessa Williams, a.k.a. Simi the Cash, a.k.a. Marty McHigh, a.k.a. Senor Tecito to the Latino people, a.k.a. Andrew P. Richard, a.k.a. Drew P. Dick, a.k.a. your favorite comedian, niggas. What's up? Welcome back to the show. What up,
Welcome
Latoris?
back, man. Hey, I'm feeling pretty good. Matter of fact, I'm feeling fantastic. I gotta
It's a fantastic show.
get my adjectives in order. I am a year older since the last time we was here. I just crossed the 43 barrier.
You know what? Let me say something. This time might sound weird, man, because I consider you a brother, man. And I'm sorry that I didn't acknowledge this, because when I came in this room today, I was like, nigga, and I'm watching the video too. So I'm like, nigga, I think it's nigga birthday in this month. I think it's June something, nigga. And then here we the fuck are for me to be finding out this way again. I'm sorry, my brother. Happy birthday, my brother. You made it. Congratulations, nigga.
Hey, another year of nothingness. I appreciate it.
We made it. Nah, we living, bro. That's a feat.
I tried to set it up so we be doing a return show on my birthday. More importantly, shout out to Sugar Motherfucking Fresh, my twin brother. It's more his birthday than mine. Celebrating him with the song. We so out of it. We in our new location. We done got out the track. We at Rich Harvest
Moving
Studios.
on up.
Man, I wish I had that song ready.
Hey, you know, I'm fucking Michael Winslow from Police Academy for older niggas who don't know. That nigga, that black nigga that make all the sound like.
Why I almost called that nigga Turbo? Cause
they was all dark and fucking had shags back then. So.
But I was gonna try to do the show yesterday. Unforeseen events took place, and here we are today. And for y'all who don't know the better, it's still Tuesday. TCK runs on Tuesday at 8 o'clock for all you know, even though it is 9 o'clock, we just now getting started. And it's nobody's fault.
Don't worry about that.
It's nobody's fault but my own. I should have came up here like I intended to get everything in order. But hey, here we are about to have a fantastic show. And if you are noticing, we are a condensed crew now. We are seeing the originals, if you will. Sometimes
do the corporate downsizing.
The recession is fucking out of control, man.
That's the recession.
Listen, ain't no baby food or co-host. The shortest co-host and baby food. I definitely don't have. Real quick on that though, man. Sometimes people don't understand the logic behind less is more, and that's no slight to the gang or whatever. But when you trying to get somewhere, man, you got to make sure that if you on a boat, everybody paddling.
Hey, nigga, and when that motherfucker go down, we swim, nigga, swim. Make sure everybody swim together.
And them still my niggas and shit. We still chat it up or whatever, but it's clearly that everybody wasn't on the same page as far as the grind or the desire. I knew a couple months ago. Hell, I knew a year ago that the shit wasn't gonna last. I tried to infuse a bunch of what can I say? Like I tried to revive them, quick revive on the zombies on Call of Duty and shit.
Defibrillate these niggas.
Shout out to Jeremy. Wolf on concrete.
He was the defibrillator, okay.
He said he OD'd and got defibrillated. Shout out to Wolf on concrete.
He did,
but I was trying to hold on. I was like a black woman trying to hold on to a lost love. I'm trying to force it. I was trying to force a relationship that wasn't clearly beneficial to nobody. There was no growth between parties. I don't want to. I knew it was gonna be down to two people on Survivor Island, and it's all about creativity, creative juices, and the respect and what each person brings to the table. I've enjoyed the dialogue weekly. The
sure.
dialogue is immensely prosperous in the fact of giving people things to do. Innately, I'm introverted, so I don't need dialogue from niggas. I don't have to have niggas around here laughing and joking and shit, especially when everything is serious to me. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm trying to actually get somewhere, do something, or be prosperous in this endeavor. And I told them, man, like, y'all showing up just to have fun. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come here because your Tuesday's open.
You was Kobe Bryant with the Dwight Howard Lakers?
Definitely not. It was me and Smush Parker, Smush Parker, Smush Parker, Smush Parker, Smush Parker, Smush Parker.
Whichever, you know, or something like that.
Yeah, me and Sasha Booty Chick, Smush Parker.
Nigga, I'm trying to win.
And
Kobe, you
I don't want to just, I don't want to say that. I want to say it was me. I don't know, because I gotta factor you in there. So it was like two Kobe's, then Smush Parker, Smush Parker, Smush Parker.
I'll take that.
But shout out to the homies though.
We got this far.
You currently can find them on social media retweeting or posting memes or lauding their clothes. You know what I'm saying?
I like that word, lauding.
Yeah, but we definitely got a fantastic show. I feel like I was gonna play the song that Jason talked about. Shout out to my daughter Destiny. We did a video. I titled it a short film commemorating
Definitely.
my brother's birthday, and then my sister Alice, my nephew Rodarius, and my brother Rollo. It was fun doing it. 43 is an unremarkable number. Like last year, I said that was my Jackie Robinson. I don't remember what I said for 41. 40 itself is a so-called milestone, but 43, man, it ain't shit you can say about. There's been no superstar athlete who was 43. Nothing remarkable happened in 1943. What's 43?
Hey, you know, people be reaching for stuff too. Like once we ain't got no athlete, they be like, they like say, "This my Jesus year." I was like, "Hey, you all know how old that nigga was?"
Real, listen to that point though. Listen, we all was raised thinking that quote unquote Jesus, aka the Messiah, who should die when he's 33. And I'm like, who told you? You know what I'm saying? And so when I got older, I realized and understood the Freemason. You know what I'm saying? Components to that were Freemasonry. 33 is a highly venerated number within their sect.
By design.
So yeah, so they would push that number, and if you're in the numerology and shit, you will see that anywhere. The numbers 43. I mean, dang.
33.
Trying to interject myself in cool. 33. But again, 43.
And then the other shit they do is when they ain't got that is Fab 40, Flirty 50. Dirty 30, like, Sweet 16. Shut your asses up.
So, and there's nothing for 43. As equally unremarkable was the day. The highlight of the day was I slept in. I didn't go to work, and I didn't go to work because it was my birthday. I didn't go to work because it was 95 degrees, and I don't have air in the work truck.
Good reason. Good man.
He give me goofy headaches, man. I hope this ain't the show where you go back to him like, I should know he had a tumor. Some old weird shit.
Oh my god.
But we got some recapping. Again, we did get off to a late start. This is the genesis, the beginning, the new road for TCKPodcast. Again, shout out to Assad, Corey, Juvie, Jeremy. They're my niggas. Maybe down the line and stuff, I can like help them do what they want to do. Jeremy talked about trying to do a show. He's doing Wolf on Concrete.
Yeah.
I imagine it'll be some Luke inspired type. You know,
Luke inspired.
It's gonna be some bullshit, but fun bullshit where I can imagine he's gonna have some scantily clad hillbilly bitches in here who smoke a lot of weed.
Yeah, he got stories, but it's never gonna end though. It's gonna be the Tangent Show.
The Tangent
Show.
Hey, every time I talk to Jimmy, man, this shorty, she could. It's always a bitch. He's like living a dream.
I'm gonna watch it too.
I'm definitely
watch that shit.
I sit there and I listen, and I'll be entertained by that nigga story.
Yeah.
I'll say, get the fuck out of here. He's like, I'm telling you the choice. I'm never gonna lie to you about nothing. You worth my life. And I just sit there and think about all the lies I heard you tell me and shit, but I just go on with
this
the
nigga
story.
sound like a walking 70s blaxploitation movie.
Oh, he NPC. He NPC. Yeah, like we talked about it. He
It's P.D. Wheatstraw.
Yeah,
the devil's son-in-law.
He definitely the NPC. He programmed one time we was outside talking, chopping it up, and we going back and forth. I can't remember. I don't even think we was talking about music, but he said something like, "You like Jay-Z?" And I said, "I do like Jay-Z." He said, "You want to be from New York so bad?" And I said, "Damn, okay, so it's the 80s, the 90s, 2000 argument when somebody like the East Coast, they start telling you, I said, it was programmed. I said, this nigga, he glitching. You know what I'm saying? He said what he was programmed. He said what his program to. So listen, first off, shout out to Jermaine. Cause she my partner and shit.
Sweet J's.
Shout out to Sweet J's. And I gotta get, and matter of fact, shout out to her and shout out to also my homeboys, my homeboy Artez got some, he make for barbecue sauce, spice rubs and all this stuff. So I got a commercial I made for him. We he asked me how I like it. I hadn't even opened it. You know what I'm saying? I bought it to support him, but I eventually did open it. It's good. It tastes like barbecue sauce. That's my nigga since I was four. It's the best barbecue sauce I ever had in my motherfucking life. And I'm running a commercial for him. But shout out to me.
That's a good slogan. Hey, yeah, that shit sauce.
It's just
hey, that shit sauce.
Listen, shout out to Side too. So I'm about to get married now. First off, I feel like I'm getting in 3 to 4 weeks of information and shit that just been sitting because we ain't been on the air.
To recap.
And I'm be honest with you, Jay,
catch up with us.
I haven't missed it at all. I haven't missed this shit at all. But now we here, nigga. I feel like I'm getting. But shout out to Side. He getting married in August. Me and Jermaine gonna have to figure out a way to drive down there. I just can't see myself
Where?
going to plane, Georgia. Atlanta.
He moved?
No, he gonna move though.
Oh, that's what she is.
Okay. Yeah, he got a follower.
Oh, yeah.
I be telling these niggas and shit, they follow women. I'm fucking with his whole family down there. Majority of his family down there. Damn near all.
A man is to leave his family.
Hey, listen, that don't count for Muslims.
Right?
look, I said shout out to Jermaine though, because when she do the sound check for me. We did what took us so long too, because we doing a mic check, whatever, but I hit her up, I asked her how it sound, and she said that we kept Jerome. Jerome is what Asad refers to Jeremy as, because Jeremy's hanging on with nephew. You know what I'm saying? He likes the youth. We like Jerome. That's what Asad. I don't know if niggas was catching that in the group chat, but she thought she heard him because when I did the imitation of his voice, so she thought he was here. So that was my prowess. I am Michael Winslow.
I about to say, hey, Michael Winslow also.
But what's been going on with you though, man? I first off, I feel like I'm giving up. You know what the most disappointing thing about yesterday was?
What's that?
My daughter didn't tell me happy birthday till 7 o'clock at night. I talked to her at 8 o'clock in the morning. She had, I was asleep.
My son do shit like that.
I took off for work, right? So I turned off my alarms, cause you know what I'm saying. But I left my ringer on and she called me. Anybody else, I wouldn't even answer the phone. But I'm thinking she called me, telling me happy birthday. She had the most casual, everyday conversation ever. And I said, what the fuck is it? Anybody know me? I'm not big on birthdays. You know what I'm saying? Cause I always feel like certain things for women and children.
I say the same thing.
But we like
the
to be
Titanic.
acknowledged. You know, like what?
Titanic. Women and children first.
Right. We like to be acknowledged. You know what I'm saying? We like to be appreciated. And far in between to when we appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I always say nobody appreciates the man until he gone. You know what I'm saying? Until you dead or you get shot by the police. Them two instances where they go hard.
That's going to eventually possibly be dead. So.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. So when and then like me, I'm not a vain person. Like any instance of vanity that I had, man, I tried to check that shit. Cause it do be vanity shit, like being like, people don't pay me no attention, so they don't know that I took a hiatus from social media. Like cause I don't understand social media. Like at first, go ahead.
No, you finish and then I'll go.
I understood it at first, but from a vain standpoint. I wanted to post a picture, see what people say, get likes. I wanted to put a long stat on to show niggas I was smart. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be argumentative to show people they was dumb. And it all added up to nothing. And so my whole thing is, and plus I fuck with 48 Law and Power. That's
life.
For people who can really digest the 48 Laws of Power, man, it's something phenomenal from my point of view. And I'm I got my favorite laws, and one of the ones that I love the most is law number 16. And I got this version of it on my phone. It says, use absence to increase respect and honor. I read this before and I should have adhered to it a whole lot and heeded to it. It says, in short, too much circulation makes the price go down.
Too accessible, that's what.
Definitely. The more you are seen and heard from, the more common you appear. If you're already established in a group, temporarily withdraw from it. It'll make you more talked about, even more admired. You must learn when to lead. Create value through scarcity.
I'm guilty of fucking up on that too.
Definitely. And the thing is, like, it's not fruitful. Like, the people who see you, like, they don't produce you common. I always say that we're in the era where there's no more superstars. Because you will have LeBron James arguing with a nigga in Idaho.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas don't respect their own standings. So you expect people to respect your shit. So
that's true. Shit, I'm guilty because I've been like just and kind of to bring it back to when you asked me what the fuck is going on. Like I've been doing open mics and shit, just trying to work on new material because, like I said, I'm constantly writing shit and this shit back open and cracking, so I'm trying to get it in.
Yeah.
But I'm at open mics with
nothing.
Boo Boo the fool and this motherfucker who think he's just funny because he's saying some shit. I'm like, I can do that. And so it's like it's productive for me because I'm gaining something out of it. Like I'm like, all right, I'm getting this joke together, but I do feel that to a degree. I'm like, damn, like it was better when niggas ain't see me like that because they be like, nigga, you ain't never in town, nigga, you always doing shit. But I mean, shit, COVID happened, gas out of the bitch. I gotta be real, nigga. I'm like, I'm finna tailor my shit while all this shit, everything's $7 right now. So
I have you know I'm a regular nigga.
yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, so the point is, like, I'm on social media, man, and one of my favorite quotes is, what good is having eyes if everything you see you despise? There's nothing productive on social media. Like, I can go to certain accounts and I can glean, you know what I'm saying, important things from or learn. There's still shit I can learn through social media. The majority of shit I can't. There's no reason for me to post shit. Yeah, there's no reason.
If I ain't got shit to sell or like promote, then I'm kind of a ghost on that too.
So far as like my personal Instagram, like I have no reason to post shit. Like right now I haven't posted anything. This is May the 31st. If I die, enjoy that post. You know what I'm saying? But so we haven't been doing the show, so I haven't been posting on TCK page. So even on that show, I have to like treat that like we public figures. I'm not about to have dialogue with people, unnecessary dialogue. You know, I'm treating it like royalty. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just walk into the fucking president's house and shit and just say, Joe Biden, what the fuck you doing with gas? Yeah. You gonna have to ask me what the fuck I'm doing with gas.
Yeah, I definitely be like, and you know, you're supposed to be, and that's what's crazy because that's what that to go into this algorithm thing is in your social interactions on this shit. And I'm like, nigga, I'm not finna stoop to your level. I always be saying, I'm not finna stoop to your level because it's no point. Motherfucker ain't gonna do shit. Somebody they just gonna keep finding shit. It's just stupid how people try to find. They can find facts and sources to support idiocy, but they can't find the correct information at all. And they gonna go hard at that shit. That's what social media is about. I hate it.
I fucking hate social media. Like, I can't even find a happy medium no more. Yeah. Like, I can't just, and then I'm gonna tell you, man, some real shit. Like, bitches really are still twerking. Like, I used to be like, why are these bitches twerking? And then I'd be like, but I do like to see a twerk here and there. I got to the point where I don't even like seeing bitches.
I was trying to figure out why they keep showing me this shit. Like, I'm like, you know what's crazy? I do not be on Instagram or like social media looking at females.
Right.
I be on porno sites looking at females. I go cut to the chase, nigga. So I'm like, why Instagram keep suggesting this to me? Because I don't even be looking at titties on here.
What they suggest?
They suggest always titties or scantily clad women, and I'm like, nigga, that don't do nothing for me.
Do it scary to think that they're reading your mom. Like, I really
they know that we thinking of
shit later, and then they're like, "Here, what titties now?"
Because nigga, this is a probability game. They know we think of this shit every 10 seconds or 5 seconds, whatever you want to say. So they win.
And so the only social media I haven't totally absorbed myself because I go to Twitter.
Yeah.
But on my Twitter, I'm like, I got like
I like to cut loose.
I got like 15 followers. I might follow 15 people.
Yeah.
So I can limit what I'm gonna take in. Pause.
Mm-hmm.
The information, what I'm gonna see, man. Listen, you can decide what affect you. You know what I'm saying? You can decide what you're gonna let affect you and things like that. So it's just, I don't know, man. I'm at an impasse with social media right now. I'm trying to figure out ways to make things work for me.
Necessary evil for
Definitely.
TCK Podcast.
Definitely.
Thanks for following us and subscribing and listening.
Right. And so it go back to like the context of me and you still together, because we understand, albeit from the bottom, how to be successful or what it takes to even attempt to be successful. And the first thing is hard work and then desire. You know what I'm saying? I think those two could bond, and then with a clear mind. If you sitting around and shit and you galvanized by what everybody else galvanized by, then you gonna be controlled by the same things, whether it's on purpose or inadvertently. So I don't know, I'm just trying to figure it all out. I definitely know that I don't know shit.
A lot of times too, a lot of that information they putting out there, it's like they putting out the information, but you don't see the video.
Definitely.
And so when you don't see a video, you don't even have the opportunity to put that shit on mute and formulate your, you know, like if it's somebody making commentary like the news or something, you can't put that shit on mute and just watch it for yourself and figure, you know, have your own opinion about it. And you got this long ass comment section, so you can't avoid that shit because it's gold in that shit.
Gold.
So it's like, you instantly galvanized, like you said. So I get it. You're not finna fucking lead the revolution from that motherfucker, but you can definitely gain followers and sell fucking Kegel toys and fucking green juice drinks and shit like that.
Lasso, skinny tea, and make my pussy tighter.
Yeah, Kegel tea.
Hey man, it's a hustle.
Gold flakes and shit.
It is a hustle.
Gold water.
And the only thing I have to sell is my personality. Is not for sale. You know what I'm saying? You can rent it, but you can't have me fully. But we are gonna smack around a couple topics real quick. We definitely got off to a late start. Let's just get acclimated, as I said, to the new and improved Carlito Picante.
Welcome back.
Definitely. I almost had that drop. First off, real quick, what you thought about the NBA Finals? Did it go how you expected?
Yeah, it went how I expected. I thought it was gonna I thought they was gonna make it to 7, and they did a good job of making niggas think it was questionable for a second because they blew them niggas out one time, but it was never a chance, unfortunately.
I originally thought Golden State 4-2. After Milwaukee got put out, I felt like Boston had the best chance of matching up, but they definitely, shout out to Ndoka. They start referring to this nigga, head coach, go to the finals his first year as a coach. He
get a prop.
He was an NBA player, and they start referring to this nigga as Nia Long boyfriend.
They did do that.
Hey, listen, after they beat the shit out of Golden State, they showed Nia Long old ass on the video dancing. This my man. How the fuck did this become about Nia Long? Nia Long was dead before the finals, nigga. Nobody even knows she was still alive. I hate this. That's what I hate about this world.
What you gonna learn though? I'm sorry to cut you off, but I just it go into something I just really discovered, and I was talking to a director about like making movies and like why he ain't made certain movies and why our like scripts that I made ain't been made yet, because it's you gotta check certain boxes for this shit to get made on a mainstream thing. And so it's starting to seem like even your media reports, well, not seem like it is that. The media reports, it gotta check certain boxes for that shit to be on the air. So, nigga, that just checked a certain box, which was one of the boxes is star power.
Yeah.
I made this, I was like, you know, let me think about what everything has that everybody likes.
Right.
And star power is one thing that's gonna draw motherfuckers into that. So they like, let's link this to the nearest motherfucker. Because you know what they did with Jason Tatum?
What they do?
They was like, Jason Tatum's from St. Louis. And Nelly used to watch him play basketball. He's close family friends. They had this nigga Nelly on Undisputed. He like, yeah, so I used to know his mama. Yeah. I see him, you know, he ain't saying it, but I felt like that's what it was. He said without saying like, yeah, you know, we used to see him on the court and shit. You know, he was real young, shooting around. We ain't paying him no mind, because he was fucking their mama probably. But why did you bring Nelly into it, though?
Damn.
for Boston Celtics.
Right.
They like,
that's fucked up, man, because it just made me think some disgusting shit. But like, I'm like, when I was a child, of course I'm from Anderson, but just hypothetically, if it was a superstar around my time, they would have, like, I'd have been on TV, you know what they'd been seeing?
what?
We got BB King in here and shit. Like, who the fuck, what celebrity with my mama been fucking and shit? We got BB King in this motherfucker. He used to be friends with Ruby Harrison. I'm like, hold on, nigga.
Anybody
Yeah,
remotely.
Don't bring nobody who used to fuck my mom and ask him about me.
I
daddy.
I really feel like that's what it was. Like, damn, like, I really was, the homies was smashing her, but, like, we knew.
Little Jason, he could go real time.
With the badass mama with the cakes.
Oh man, I hope this don't sound gay, but Jason Tatum look like he got a bad mama.
And I know. Maybe back in the day, but I know.
I was Jason Tatum.
Oh, Jason Tatum.
Yeah, I wouldn't disrespect you like that to you. Man, not to get fake, but at all. That's weird. But shout out to Jason Tatum. Get this for
I seen girls, I was like, your mama fine, ain't she?
That's fucked up. But I understand. But Steph got his fourth title. The NBA draft.
Nobody cared neither.
Nobody. Well, you know, people who still care about basketball.
Yeah, like they was like, y'all know they won, right? Yeah, we knew they was gonna do that shit.
Yeah. I think the next season will be more interesting. Albeit if it's not as many injuries and key moments like it was this year. And Middleton now got hurt from Milwaukee. I think it'll be a whole different NBA this year. The draft tomorrow. I'm sure you don't care about that. You care?
I mean, only if it's. I don't even know who the fuck in the mix.
So we don't care.
Yeah,
and I start caring when they start letting us gamble again. I'm ready for football season. Speaking of football,
means to win.
Which definitely has nothing to do with football. You see the lady who was out there just playing bumper cars?
Yeah, nigga.
Hey, listen.
And Anderson, right?
Hell no.
No. Her name was Anderson. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that.
Don't you ever desecrate.
It was in Indianapolis.
It says a woman is now facing charges for allegedly causing a crash that killed a 28-year-old mother of 4 earlier this month. The crash comes this week after she was involved in another fatal crash when she allegedly hit and killed an Indianapolis emergency room doctor as he walked down the North Side Street. That's iron. That's iron. Like, can you imagine being in the emergency room in your emergency room? You like, damn, we gotta get Phil. Phil, we got. Damn it, this is Phil on the gurney. That's irony, nigga. That's like you was.
What if he was walking on break from surgery too? Just saved the nigga.
What if he just say something
like, I just got smoked a square out there. That was stressful. Bow. Anyway, I'm sorry.
That's cool. The crash happened it says the Marion County Prosecutor Office charged 55-year-old Kelly Anderson with 1 count of reckless homicide and 6 counts of criminal recklessness for a June 9th crash near the intersection of 52nd and Keystone. The crash happened just before 5 p.m. 6 cars were stopped at the traffic light Keystone Avenue and when Anderson crossed the median and hit him. 8 vehicles total were involved in the crash. Kiana Burns, who was the third in line at the red light, was the only one injured in the crash. She died 2 years later. Now that is the most alarming thing. Like, can you imagine, and this, I hope this ain't tasteless, but you get to where you going, and you expect to see like 6 other people with you. And you like, I'm the only motherfucker died in that crash. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the only nigga who died. I was third. Why the motherfucker they hit didn't die?
I don't even know these niggas.
It ain't no niggas to know. She the only one there.
I ain't even know they was in an accident back there.
Man,
that's what that is. Like, you just mind your fucking damn.
This is fucked up. Out of 8 cars, Keanu was only injured. Burns' mother, Denise Gatling, told 13 News it took them 2 hours to cut her out the car is what to take the Stokely. So that could be like what happened. You know what I'm saying? Her injuries probably wasn't as bad initially had she got the proper treatment. Say had the emergency doctor hadn't already got killed. See how these things line up? See how these things line up? So listen, it's like a fucking weird movie. Nigga, Stephen King.
This is Final Destination.
Definitely. But Anderson told police at the scene, this is the most goofy shit. She was paying attention and tried to avoid hitting the cars. After being transported to the hospital to get checked out, Anderson told an officer she was trying to evade a car that had cut her off, but misjudged and went into the median. A witness saw Anderson drive around 50 or 60 before going up onto the center of the median and crashing in the car. That's why his social media. Clearly, she was reading an interesting stat on social media. Got sidetracked. According to the information pulled from the car's airbag control module, Anderson was going more than 68 miles per hour when she hit the car. She did not try to brake, according to proper call affidavit. Something else that pops in my head, like when you see somebody zoom in, you say, God damn, that bitch doing about 60.
And on the median. They watched her.
They didn't even try to
Did
stop.
nobody like, what the fuck? Wait, but then skip down to this. This is the fun part for me.
Wait.
It says Anderson told an officer she takes medication daily to treat severe, life-threatening allergies and epilepsy, according to the probable cause affidavit. When the officer asked if Anderson had any issues with allergies that day, she said, honestly, I blacked out because I don't remember what happened. Go back one fucking paragraph, it says, or two. It says, Anderson told police at the scene she was paying attention and tried to avoid hitting the cars.
You might trying to be a defense lawyer.
I'm gonna have to employ Bacon and Slater BS lawyers on this one because, bitch, make up your story. Unless the reporters got this shit wrong.
Oh, I believe him. Cause listen to this.
She lied, nigga. She copped it out.
She be like that.
She lied to the police.
She be like that.
And she fucked up too and told the police the right thing. Like,
you know you fucked up, don't you? You know you fucked up. Where in the fuck is Bill Duke when we need him?
Oh my God. In
addition to 2 fatal crashes, detectives say Anderson had been at fault in 5 other crashes since August 2000.
That's the cherry.
This is what's gonna convict her. Each of those crashes injured another. This bitch like a serial car crash injurer. They had happened on the following dates: August 3rd, 2019, February 20th, 2020, March 9th, 2021, September 2nd, 2021, May 2nd, 2022.
Oh shit!
It's a pattern that I have yet to decipher.
I think I see. Maybe. Oh, no, it was a stretch.
Hold on, let me find out you connected.
It was a stretch, but I was about to say, let's see. Oh no, August. I can't justify August. Every other one.
Say some COVID shit.
Nah, I was gonna say all holiday shit, nigga. February
20th. What's February 20th?
That's Valentine's Day weekend.
Ooh, yeah.
March 9th. What the fuck is March 9th?
St. Patrick's Day close enough.
That's what it is. That's what it is. All right.
So she prepping.
September. That's Labor Day.
Oh, that bitch got fucked up on Labor Day and fucked everybody. Oh.
May. That's fucking Memorial Day. No, that was May 2nd.
May 2nd. Oh, she was getting warmed up for Mother's Day.
No, Cinco de Mayo.
Definitely. Definitely. What was May 2nd? What was that? 20 this year?
Yeah.
What the fuck? That might have been, let me see.
She averaging 1 accident a year for the past
May 2nd, that was a Monday. So she was hungover from Sunday.
Okay.
Matter of fact, it said first day of Asian Pacific Heritage. May 1st is Asian Pacific Heritage Day.
Every day is a holiday if you really look this shit up, my nigga, because they be telling me at work, like, happy such and such day. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Man, listen, they just start making holidays like this Juneteenth shit.
Hey.
Shout out to me, she ain't had to go to work on Juneteenth.
Did they pay you though?
Yeah, they paid her.
Nigga!
Yeah.
We ain't getting paid. We get paid for last year or this year. See, I'm gonna have to raise issue with the BBB, the Better Business Bureau.
I'm with you.
Call me Carrie.
Carrie.
I'm Carrie.
That's fucked up. Hey, I want to hit one more article real quick, man. This shit is disturbing.
6 fucking. They need to snatch a license. They
matter of fact,
they said 6 months.
No, they said, and they just now trying to be like indefinite. You know what I'm saying? Like that should have been the first.
Until clear. No, ain't no getting that shit back.
Ever.
You know, ever.
Matter of fact, you know, the only way she can get it back is if like she going is like, what's the Suicide Squad? Wait till we need a motherfucking driver and shit, and the only way you can get out of jail is to drive. And on everything. I ain't gonna send this bitch to some old crazy ass mission to Russia and shit, driving a Chevette.
This bitch is a lady from Fast and the Furious.
Oh,
kill fucking Paul Walker, you bitch.
You cunt. Listen, court docs Man strangled cellmate, tried to stage suicide scene. Have you had a chance to read this?
Yeah, I checked that shit out.
First off, I'm gonna read this verbatim because it's incredible. Inmate tried to make it look like his cellmate killed himself, but video showed D'Angelo Smith wrapped in a bed sheet around the cellmate's neck and pulled him until he stopped breathing, according to court documents. The investigation into the death of Charles Barron Jr. began Sunday night when a 36-year-old was found dead in a cell under suspicious circumstances at the Criminal Justice Center. I looked it up. This nigga was in jail for a misdemeanor. According to court documents. Like, hold on, real quick. We really building the Suicide Squad.
I see that now.
According to court documents, video from inside the cell showed what happened. The surveillance video showed Smith putting white socks over his hands like gloves, then wrapping bed sheets around his head. Oh, fuck! I thought he was doing this so he wouldn't have no fingerprints.
It was.
No, it was Socko. Shout out to fucking man,
Big Foley.
This nigga's Big Foley. According to court documents, video from inside the cell showed what happened. The surveillance video showed Smith putting white socks. Oh, I read that. He checked multiple times to see if anyone was watching as Barron laid on his cot, according to court documents, and then jumped on Barron's back. So he may have been laying stomach on his stomach.
Yeah, face down sleep.
Barron was seen waking up and struggling with Barron, with Smith while being strangled, according to court documents. As Barron struggled against him, Smith continued to apply pressure until Smith stopped moving. He checked Barron's pulse to make sure he was dead. Investigate. That's the most cinematic shit ever.
It really is. Them like this nigga, a murderer and a doctor.
Hey.
Time of death.
Hey, man, our time in. Shut up, nigga, we sleep. Watch your mouth.
Time of death, lights out.
Yeah. Listen, a little bit after child. Hey, he checked his pulse. That shit is weird.
That is very weird.
Smith wiped down surface inside the cell. Like he was like applying everything you see on TV. He doing forensics. He cleaned up the goddamn murder scene. Like, was it blood? Was it fingerprints? Was it hair follicles? Like, what was going on?
He definitely want to make sure there was no semen.
I hope he didn't rape me. I hope he didn't rape me. Y'all gotta tell. Y'all got the full disclosure.
He jumped on his back, sure, and that's what we're calling it.
Was he naked?
Right, go ahead.
He then took off Barry's pants. Listen, this is the most calculated. Listen. When I read this, I might have been speed reading. He then took off Barry's pants and dumped the cellmate clothing into the toilet to wet it. The investigators then said Smith tried to stage the scene to make it look like Barry had used the blanket and his pants to hang himself. The deputy who initially found Barron believed he hanged himself, according to court docs, and flagged down a nurse so they could perform CPR. And that nigga said, "Oh, I'm not about to kiss this nigga. Hey, nurse bitch," because he could have just took it in his own hands, but he said, "I gotta go get somebody else. I don't get paid to resuscitate niggas who dead in jail."
The deputy, yeah.
After they pulled Barron out of the cell and tried to save him, Smith took off down the hall. I have no idea what this nigga thought he was doing. They said they opened the door to go and help the nigga who dead, and he takes off running. Clearly, this nigga is suffering from mental illness.
Yeah.
He
should have sat there and been crying like he killed himself. Man, he's like, he ain't say nothing.
He should have said they tried to kill us because the nigga got you on tape.
Whatever the fuck it was.
Deputies gave chase and took him back into custody. Smith was then placed in a holding cell and later moved to a different location once the investigators realized Barron hadn't killed himself. During the interview with investigators, Smith said,
"Move the body to figure it out."
Yeah, said he had to do something because he believed Barron noticed he was trying to send messages through the camera to the guard. Smith admitted he strangled Barron and kept the pressure until he stopped breathing. So the nigga said, "Look, when I get up, I'm gonna fuck you up." And then he was saying,
"Nigga, this is
he trying to kill me."
This is 30 days in, nigga. That's what this is. And the nigga got caught. He like, nigga, man, they keep saying you on that show 30 days in, my nigga.
Yeah.
And that nigga, it really was on the show. He like, he know.
He gonna disappear. He going off record. Nobody gonna ever hear from this nigga again.
He know. And they like, all right.
Just did it for extra long, Smith told detectives, adding that he held on for an extra 2 minutes. to make sure Barron was dead. Like 2 minutes. Like
That's
did this
a
nigga
long
count to
time.
120?
They counted on the tape. Well, they watched the time on the
No,
tape.
he said he held on for 2 extra minutes.
They counted that shit. I don't think that nigga counted.
No, he said that. It's quote him saying the extra 2 minutes.
Oh, Smith did
Yeah.
tell the detective that. You're right. You're right.
120.
My bad.
119.
Holy shit.
117. He sound like a trained killer. If there ever was a Green Beret in jail, this is him. After it happened, he said that he frantically cleaned up the scene and made it look like a suicide, so the deputies wouldn't kill him. Police arrested Smith on the charge of murder. Smith was in jail in connection to an arson case on June 18th. Police arrested him on preliminary charges of arson and criminal mischief after a firefighter reported seeing him light a dumpster on fire.
Yeah, this nigga not
So
with.
this is dumpster fire.
This nigga not with.
He's definitely.
Well, how old is he again?
I have no idea.
He didn't get an age. I don't think we got an age.
Hey, he's D'Angelo Smith. I don't know any old D'Angelos. All D'Angelos after D'Angelo the singer came out in the 90s. When you was a child, you know any nigga named D'Angelo?
Yeah, actually, like 3 of them. I don't know. That's weird. But yes, this nigga just. That's why I'm like, he's setting dumpsters on fire. He's on the street, or like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or he's
And
a child.
And they seeing shit. They seeing this is him right here. How old he look to you?
He definitely over 21.
He looks sick.
But he do.
He look downsy. You see, like
Damn,
I can only see the extra chromosome in the middle of his forehead. But
He
he
got
25.
that.
He 25 years old.
Okay, yeah. I'm like, he over 21, so
That's
he.
crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
mental health is real. They don't. He gotta be.
It's been some weird shit going on in Indianapolis.
Yeah, this was all Marion County. These 2 stories.
We had to move the show about the hood because there was a shootout at the apartments. You hear about that?
No.
A couple weeks ago, a little 19-year-old girl went on a rampage right out back. She allowed one of them, allegedly, because it sounded like it was more than one gunshot, but she's the only one been arrested. She's been tried for attempted murder. One girl was potentially paralyzed in the mayhem.
So she caught them.
And if we hadn't started so late, we really could have chopped it up about that. But definitely, great intro to the new setup.
I had fun.
I definitely did. Shout out to Rich Harvest Studio. We're gonna make this podcast real more of our own. I have big visions and big things. Boss, on that wall. Anything you want to say in close?
Yeah, guys. First of all, thank you for listening. Check out TCK Podcast every Tuesday, 8 o'clock, 8ish. And then if we in 8ish, and then make sure if you in that town, you can catch me live doing stand up at the Can movie theater. That's on Massachusetts Avenue. By the Coke factory or whatever that
When
is.
is this?
This is next Tuesday, unfortunately.
What time?
I want to say I just got the flyer, so I'm sorry about. I'm sure it's 8 o'clock too. Same bad time, but it's a clean show, and I'm closing out the show. I'm doing 15 minutes, so I'm going to tell a true story about Cat Williams that night. If you want to come in, you definitely want to come see that shit, nigga. But it's gonna be the edited version, so it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be the USA TNT version of the icky ficky. These motherfuckers. But yeah, come through if you can. 8 p.m. Can. It's a nice spot too. Unfortunately, I think we got kicked out the theater, so we're gonna be outside. Not outside. We're gonna be inside the building. So come through. And then follow at Go Jason R on all social media. Follow at TCK Podcast on IG. And yeah, that's all I got for y'all, man. I appreciate y'all.
All 16, we will be scared. But now, shout out to everybody who rock with us. Shout out to you. Shout out to New Ventures. It's been another edition of the podcast you never heard of, Conceited Nobody, episode 205.
Peace, niggers.
Jingles.